Hi Gemini, welcome to your love reading for May 2020. Let's see what is coming up for you. This is a love reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of May. You have the Three of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of May. King of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of May. Seven of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of May. Four of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Gemini for May. Strength. Love reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of May. Queen of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of May. The High Priestess. Love reading for the sign of Gemini for May. The Empress. And the King of Swords, which would be you. What's the most important thing the sign of Gemini needs to hear about their love life for the month of May 2020? The message that you have, Gemini, is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords could be asking you to take some time to think about a decision. This card usually means retreating. This can also represent somebody asking you for some time, some space to figure things out. So we'll come back to this card in a minute and see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. If you would like a private reading with me, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. So let's see what you have going on here. I'll move the camera so that you can see the bottom row here. We do have your energy as the King of Swords. Let's see what you have going on up here. So right in the center of the reading, you've got the Strength card, which can represent the sign of Leo. What this is telling you, stay strong, be strong. You're going to have the courage if you want to keep moving forward in a relationship. Because right here, I definitely see somebody holding back from you. You've got the Three of Wands, which means that this is all about timing. And this is your first card. I always say the first card is always the most significant card in the entire reading. This is all about timing for the sign of Gemini because someone is holding back from you. You've got the Four of Pentacles. Someone's being really stubborn, not letting you in emotionally. Perhaps they're stalling the relationship. You do have an earth sign here. You've got the King of Pentacles, which would be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. You also have the Queen of Wands, which would be a fire sign. You would have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And of course, you are here as well. If you're dealing with another air sign, this can also represent them. So you have three court cards in this reading, three characters. So for some of you, this can be perhaps a third party, but not for everybody. There could be somebody's moon or rising. Also, one of these could be you if you have a moon or rising, an earth sign or fire sign. I do feel like you have to be careful because you have the Seven of Swords here. And the Seven of Swords can represent someone who's very sneaky, someone who is capable of lying. Of course, this can also represent someone who's in total denial. I am going to take a really close look at the person that you love with this deck in a minute. So we'll see how that ties in with this card right here to see if maybe there's something they don't want to see, or is this person flat out lying to you? Because I see here with your energy, we've got the King of Swords. This is you. We've got the Empress and the High Priestess. So, I mean, I see the sign of Gemini. Like your intuition is telling you that this person is the one. You've got the Empress, which can represent the sign of Aries. But the Empress is like, this is like the one type of energy. This is the perfect partner, the perfect relationship. She represents love, marriage, children. And the High Priestess is your intuition telling you. Some of you may have met somebody or you're involved with someone where your intuition is telling you, this is the one. This is the person that I'm meant to spend the rest of my life with. But something could be going on with this person where perhaps they're sending you mixed signals. They're holding back from you. This person could be either in total denial, maybe about your relationship, or they could be lying to you. Let's get a few more cards so we can get the rest of the message. What other messages are there for the sign of Gemini for May 2020? You've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the World. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor have something in common here. These are cards of empowerment. Some of you, I mean, not for everyone, it could be maybe that you're ending a relationship. Because we've got the World, which does represent endings, closing one door and opening closing one door and opening a new door. Again, you've got a lot of like self-empowerment here with the Emperor. This is really taking control of your life, being in the driver's seat, creating stability for yourself. Also with the Nine of Pentacles, this is about you, self-worth, self-love, making good decisions. For some of you, it could be that, you know, you need a sense of stability, or it may not be you. It could be the person that you love. Where this person has to come full circle as an individual to maybe to be ready for a new chapter in their love life. So again, when I take a close look at the person that you love, we'll see if that is them or you. Let's get a few more cards from the confirmation deck, and then we'll take a really close look at your partner. What other messages are there for the sign of Gemini for May? Interesting. Three of Wands again. So they ended up, you see them here. This is the same card, just a different deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Gemini for May? The Hermit. Yeah, there's something about timing here. Messages for the sign of Gemini for May. The Eight of Wands. What's the most important thing that Gemini needs to hear about their love life for the month of May? The Tower. So there can be some very unexpected changes. Again, this whole spread, and I'm going to get a few more just focusing on the person that you love. I see somebody holding back from you. And again, you got the Three of Wands 2 times here. And this is all about timing. So you might be eager to see results right now. You might be eager to hear how this person really feels about you and they're not ready. The Tower is telling you the unexpected is coming in regards to your love life. Again, this is, again, a very important message for you. Not only because it's the first card I pulled for you, but it's also your repeat card. Something around the sign of Gemini, this is all about timing. If someone is holding back from you, it's all about timing. If you're waiting to meet somebody new, I mean, you're definitely meeting somebody new with the Empress in this reading. But again, this is all about waiting. It's all about timing, everything coming together. For those of you where you're already involved, you've got the Hermit, which can represent the sign of Virgo. But this is someone that needs clarity. This is someone who is so searching, trying to figure things out. So this ties in with the main energy from the first deck. The Four of Swords, someone needs time to figure things out. I feel like if you're giving someone some space and time, there is movement here. With the Eight of Wands, there's movement, change, excitement, communication. Again, it's all a matter of timing. Okay, so let's take a really close look at the person that you love. And let's see what we got. Show me the person that Gemini loves. Three of Cups. Show me the person that Gemini loves. Six of Cups. Show me the person that Gemini loves. Eight of Swords. Show me the person that Gemini loves. Justice. Show me the person that Gemini loves. Six of Pentacles. Show me the person that Gemini loves. The Chariot. Okay, so these cards that I've just pulled, they represent the person that you love. They don't represent you. So, I mean, in the first spread, using this deck right here, I see that this person could be holding back from you, but they may not be doing this because they are, doing this in a malicious way. I see this person is stuck. So I feel the Seven of Swords here. For many of you, this is not the person being deceitful. This is not someone who is kind of lying to your face. If anything, again, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. This person feels trapped in some way. This person could be in another relationship. I mean, we do have 3 court cards in the reading. You have the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, and of course, then there's your energy. It's like the past. We have the Six of Cups here. The past is in some way keeping the person that you love trapped. I feel more than anything, I mean, the person that you love wants to be happy. We have the Three of Cups. They're looking for happiness. They want to be happy again. They want to have good times. But then we have the Six of Cups, which represents the past. The past is keeping this person trapped, stuck. If it's not another relationship, if you know that they've moved on, they're not seeing anybody else, it could be that mentally, again, it's a Suit of Swords, that the past is keeping them trapped, not allowing them to move forward. Because they do have the Justice card, which means that this person was done wrong in the past. And because of this could really be affecting them emotionally, where they feel stuck, they feel trapped. Again, making you wait. You have the Three of Wands 2 times, which is all about waiting. It's all about timing. I mean, I definitely feel this person wants to give you the relationship that you deserve with the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Chariot as well. The Chariot means that this person does want big movement. They want your relationship to move forward. They want to give you the relationship you deserve, but this person in some way feels like stuck, trapped. And again, I feel like this has to do with their past. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your ex for the month of May. Gemini and their ex for the month of May 2020. You have the Six of Swords. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. Nine of Swords. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. The High Priestess, which you also had in the first spread. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. The Hermit, which was also in the first spread. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. The Nine of Pentacles, also from the first spread. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. The Eight of Pentacles. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. Knight of Pentacles. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. Three of Pentacles. Gemini and their ex for the month of May. And the Four of Wands. Okay, so let's start off here, and then we'll take a really close look at your ex using this deck right here. So let's go ahead and start at the top so I can show you what's going on, and then I will move these cards up at the bottom because we're not able to get them in view here. So when it comes to your ex, I mean, the first card that I pulled for you is movement. We got the Six of Swords. This is the relationship moving forward. Because we have the High Priestess here, I mean, I feel like your intuition is telling you like something's going to change. There's movement here. The Six of Swords is change for the better, a healthier relationship. But there is a lot of anxiety and worry here with the Nine of Swords, the Nightmare card. Like there is a lot of, like somebody's intuition is telling them maybe it's time to get back together with Gemini. Or maybe your ex is thinking about you. Again, it's like somebody is being tapped on the shoulder here by their intuition with the High Priestess. And again, this was also in the first spread. And I do see movement here, but it's like somebody is doing a lot of worrying. There's a lot of fear about reconciling. We also have the Hermit, also from the first spread. The Hermit can represent the sign of Virgo. But it's like somebody is trying to shed some light maybe on what really happened between you. Does this person still love you? Maybe you're trying to decide if you still love your ex. You have the 8 and 9 of Pentacles in this middle row here. And I feel like there's something here where there is a lack of clarity between you and your ex. That's what this feels like. There's a lack of clarity. Somebody doesn't know, how they really feel. This represents searching for the truth. If you don't really understand why you guys broke up, it could be that you need clarity on that. But also, I feel like it's somebody's feelings. Like somebody's not sure how they feel, what they want. There's a lot of work to do here to figure out, what do they really want? How do they really feel about you? This is a repeat card from the first spread. This is really coming full circle as an individual, seeing yourself in a positive light. It could be that your ex needs to be here before they can decide how they feel about you. Now down here, I'll put them up for you. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands. So although you have kind of slow moving energy towards reconciling with your ex, which would be here, and, we have the Three of Pentacles, which means this is working together, teamwork. I do still see a relationship here, the Four of Wands. This is commitment. This can be marriage. This is just you being in a very kind of stable place in a relationship with your ex. I just feel like there's a lot of work to do here for the sign of Gemini as far as you reconciling with your ex. I definitely feel somebody's intuition is telling them, perhaps you're not done with the sign of Gemini. I feel like this person could be thinking of you. But when they start to think of you, there's all these fears, all this anxiety. Again, I feel like somebody here with the Nine of Pentacles right in the center of the reading, somebody has to change. Like somebody has to see themselves in a positive light before they can be right here, which will be in a healthy relationship. Okay, so let's get a few more. Let's get the rest of the message. What other messages are there for the sign of Gemini about their ex for the month of May? We've got Knight of Swords, Gemini and their ex for the month of May. Nine of Cups, Gemini and their ex. King of Wands. So you did have, I think it was either the King or the Queen of Wands in the first spread, which would be a fire sign. It was the Queen. Here she is. So you've got strong fire sign energy, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. It can also be you if you have a moon or rising in a fire sign. What I see here, that somebody is determined. Because the King and the Queen of Wands, if you don't have any fire in your chart, and neither do they, this is leadership. This is someone who's very passionate and someone who's not going to give up on a relationship. Someone who's not going to give up on an ex. Because, there is something here that somebody wants. You've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, this is somebody's wishes. Like somebody wishes to get back together. Somebody's longing to get back together. And there's a lot of unpredictable energy around this with the Knight of Swords. Anything can happen. This is like the Tower. Yeah, I feel like someone, again, I keep thinking like somebody's intuition is telling them like you're not done with the sign of Gemini. And so there's very unpredictable energy. I feel like whatever this is that we're seeing here, there's a lot of work to do to kind of be on the same page again, to be in this very happy and fulfilling relationship, this committed relationship. But I feel like there's perhaps a lot of passion between you with the King and the Queen of Wands. Or there's going to be someone who's very kind of determined to make this relationship work. Someone that's really going to invest in this relationship is what we see here with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, let's get some cards from the confirmation deck. And then we're going to take a really close look at your ex. What other messages are there for the sign of Gemini about their ex for May 2020? Five of Swords, Gemini and their ex. Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is here 2 times. Here's the first one right here. Here's the second one. So, I mean, you still have that close bond with the Two of Cups. This is soulmate energy. You still have that close emotional bond. But again, this message is being repeated. Eight of Pentacles 2 times. There is a lot of work to do. I'm hearing to repair this relationship. There was a lot of painful energy. Maybe it was a very painful breakup. Maybe there was deceit, because we did have the Seven of Swords in the first spread. I mean, we've got the Five of Swords here, which does represent sabotage. Like somebody maybe sabotaged the relationship. This is making very bad decisions. Perhaps, again, there's a lot of work to do to fix this. Whoever it is that made a very bad decision, that soulmate connection is still there. Okay, let's go ahead and take a really close look at your ex, and let's see what comes up for them. Show me Gemini's ex. Okay, I think I'm holding, let me just put this upright. I think I was holding the deck. Let me see here. Yeah, I was holding the deck upside down, so that's not in reverse. Show me Gemini's ex. Show me Gemini's ex. Wow. Show me Gemini's ex. Show me Gemini's ex. Show me Gemini's ex. We've got 2 cards here. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords. Show me Gemini's ex. One more. The King of Swords. Okay, so that's an eye-opener. I'm just going to adjust my camera here. Look at these cards. Like, how many major arcanas in here? I only pulled a few. We've got the Empress, the World, the Emperor. That's 3 major arcanas here. Right in the center. So again, these cards right here, they represent your ex. These cards do not represent you. This is what they're thinking. This is what they're feeling. This is what they want. I mean, it really does seem like this person wants you back. We've got the very first card that I pulled to represent them is the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning. This is them wanting a new beginning. We also have the Queen of Cups. This can be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. But if your ex is not a water sign, in any way, sun, moon, or rising, this is someone who's in a very emotional place, especially with the Ace of Cups. And we have, the Empress. I mean, I feel like the person that you love, I mean, they're looking for true love, because that's what the Empress represents. This is not just a relationship, not just commitment. This is the whole thing. This is marriage, children. And I feel like I feel like your ex does see you as like the perfect partner, the perfect relationship. Even if this is your ex, this is the way they viewed you. Let's see here. We've got the World. We've got the Emperor. The Nine of Cups. The Two of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person, like, again, they're in a very emotional place. I mean, I feel like the Queen of Cups is here because they're, again, in a very emotional place, maybe because of your breakup. But they also kind of view, like, maybe the decision to go back to you as something very complicated. With the Two of Swords, something very difficult. Maybe because there was sabotage in the relationship, the Five of Swords. I mean, look at this. They're definitely thinking of you, the King of Swords. This is your energy. But they see this as something very complicated. I mean, I feel they very much want this relationship. Again, first card, Ace of Cups. They do want a new beginning. They view you here with the Empress as the perfect partner, the perfect relationship. They very much want a new chapter with the World here. But this is something they see as very complicated. Like, I love Gemini, but, all of this stuff happened. There's something that they see as very complicated. They're torn. They're stuck. We also have the Nine of Cups here. So, I mean, I feel like this person does see you as someone that made them very happy, which would explain the Empress there. The Nine of Cups is just being overwhelmed with happiness. This is a wish come true. I feel like this person wishes to reconcile with you. But again, they view this as something that's very tricky, very complicated. It's not that easy. And we've got the Emperor as well here. So for some of you, because we have the world first, we have the Empress, the world, the Emperor. I just realized we have the couple here, the Emperor and the Empress. That's kind of like twin flame energy here. But we also have the world, like the world is between them, and the world does represent closure. It could be that this person needs to end one phase in their life so they could start a new phase, a new chapter with you. That could be the complicated decision that we see here. Because I mean, I think this person is wishing, kind of longing for a new beginning with you. Again, that was the very first card that I pulled for them, the Ace of Cups. They want a new beginning. They see you as that perfect partner, or they see you as maybe a lifetime partner, marriage, children. The Emperor also, I mean, this represents taking charge, making decisions. And again, it could be because the Emperor is here, the Empress in the world, somebody, and again, this represents them, not you. It could be that they need to take control and kind of maybe tying up loose ends as far as maybe another relationship, or maybe being ready to be in a new relationship, or reconciling with you. The world is just like a new chapter. Closing one phase of your life, closing one door and opening a new door. There's something that they're not doing because the Emperor is here. That would explain the Two of Swords. Like, they're refusing to make a decision about you. And if you go back and you watch the first spread, you did have the Three of Wands there 2 times. So, it came up from the first deck, but it also came up from the confirmation deck, and that was your repeat card. This was the very first card that I pulled for you. There's waiting involved here. And again, it came up from the confirmation deck as well, so that was a repeat message. There's something that your ex does not want to do. They don't want to make a decision about your relationship for some reason. I feel like they really have to take back their power. Yeah, I mean, very first card tells me they want a new beginning with you. This card over here from the confirmation deck, that soulmate energy is still there. But there is some type of sabotage. Again, I'm not sure what this means because this is a general reading. Interesting reading. I mean, you got the 5 of Swords and the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. I mean, I definitely think there's a lot of thinking about you. But this person seems pretty stuck as well. There's a lot of anxiety over a new beginning. But I feel like this person is being guided back to you. Kind of slow-moving energy here. 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like your ex kind of needs to do something. Like there's a decision that has to be made that they don't want to make. They definitely want that new beginning. And again, if your ex is not a water sign, this means that they're just in a very emotional place. Maybe because they have to make a difficult decision in order to be with you. But again, with the 9 of Cups here, it's like, they're wishing, they're longing for that new beginning with you. Okay, Gemini, this has been your love reading for May 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.